What's up, you guys? It's your girl at Royalty Blog, and today we're going to be talking about Nicki Minaj and Wendy Williams. So, you guys know earlier last week, Wendy Williams did her show on her show, The Wendy Williams Show, and basically the segment of the show was called Hot Topics. And she decided to bring up Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, and basically call him a sex offender and a murderer. And so I want you guys to check out this clip of Wendy Williams talking about Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty. And I'll be right back with my commentary because we're going to talk about Nicki Minaj going in on Wendy Williams on her podcast. So I'll have that tea for you guys too. Check out the video.
So, Nicki Minaj is married. Look, there are some naysayers who say, why did you marry this guy, Kenneth Petty? So she's Nicki Minaj Petty. Well, she announced the news on her Instagram last night by showing the Mr. and Mrs. mugs and the bride and groom hat. So we are to assume she's married. But I understand why she married him. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's known by all the world at this particular point in her life. She's the biggest thing going. And sometimes when you're the biggest thing, you want to have a safety blanket, a comfort zone, and that would be somebody that you grew up with. You know, he maybe wasn't your boyfriend back then. Maybe you just had rock fights and stuff. You know how we get started, girls. I used to love to have rock fights with the boys. Because although I'm not a tomboy, she probably will start a family right away. And can you imagine a burgeoning belly with these burgeoning hips? I mean, the plastic of it all. You know what I mean? And she's gonna have a big belly, and she's short, and she's got the boobs and the hips. And I don't know what he does for a living. I just know that he did time in jail for, he's a sex offender. Well, she's in jail for
sex offending.
For sex offending. Well, first degree manslaughter. Now, he served 7 years in prison, and he's also a sex offender. So that means that is a manslaughter a killer? That's okay, so he's a killer and a sex offender. Well, Nicki, congratulations.
So, you guys, basically, after Wendy Williams came at Nicki Minaj on her show, Nicki Minaj then took to her Apple podcast called Queen Radio and decided to clap back at Wendy Williams.
Do you mention Gucci Man's body every time you mention him? Or when you discussing his wife, do you mention his man down, his charge? Three times in a row, bitch doing a show acting like she fucking stuttering John. Talking about, it's a manslaughter? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does manslaughter? Does it mean that you actually killed somebody? Does it mean that you murdered? Bitch, where was you at when Kevin had his dick? And it's not about you doing your job. There are people who report the news, and there are people who do it with an evil intent in their heart, viciousness. And I pray for you because I know you're hurting, and I know you must be sick and humiliated. Okay?
So, you guys, I do feel like Wendy Williams was being very nasty and very mean towards Nicki Minaj whenever she told her audience about Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty getting married. First, they started off with Wendy Williams saying that Nicki Minaj, she was going to get pregnant, and could they imagine basically her big belly with her bulging hips? And then she proceeded to say, with the plastic of it all. And then she went on to talk about Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, and his past charges of being a sex offender and a murderer, because he has those charges on his record. And then she proceeded to bring up Nicki Minaj's brother and him being in jail for being a sex offender. I feel like Nicki Minaj, she did a great response to Wendy Williams. I mean, what more can Nicki Minaj say? I mean, everybody knows about Wendy Williams and her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, and how he had the mistress, Sharina Hudson, for years, and how they had a baby. And so I feel like Nicki Minaj, she kept it very classic with the clapback towards Wendy Williams. What do you guys think about Wendy Williams saying this about Nicki Minaj, which people have said these things about Nicki Minaj's husband before, but I mean, the way Wendy Williams addressed it on her show could have been better. She could have came um, with a different angle when she talked about Nicki Minaj and her husband, because everyone knows Nicki Minaj, she's going to defend herself, and she's also going to defend her family, and she's going to defend her guy. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think Nicki Minaj was in the wrong for how she came back at Wendy Williams, or do you guys think Wendy Williams was wrong for how she came at Nicki Minaj? I want you guys to let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like my videos, share my videos, and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Royalty Blog, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.